Alright, so came back with another vlog on today's push day. So I kind of changed my routine. Yeah, I kind of changed my routine. So I've done like 1 week of ultra low volume and very high intensity, working out only my 2 days a week, like upper lower split with about 4 exercises each, 4 exercises each day and 2 sets per exercise. Not hitting every set. I'm not hitting about 8 reps. I'm hitting about 4, 5, 6 reps kind of thing. Yeah. So I am switching back to. I'm tweaking a bit lah. I wouldn't be. It's not really switching entirely. I'm going back to push-pull leg, and I'm going to limit my working sets to 2 sets each again. And instead of doing upper lower, I'm going to have like a push day chest. Today is my push day chest. So I'm going to do like push, pull, arms, like arms slash push slash arms day. Basically, it's a push day that has more emphasis on the shoulders and the triceps, and a leg day. Yeah. So all total of 4 days. I'm going to be working out 4 days a week, doing push, pull, arms and legs kind of thing. Yeah. So I will be sticking to about 4 to 5 exercises per day. So today I'm going to do 4 exercises. As usual, shoulder press first, followed by a incline chest press, followed by a tricep dips, and then maybe a fly. If not, I will be doing a lateral raise or upright row for my medial delts. So that's the plan for today. And I think I've mentioned this before. If you want to prioritize on shoulders, you got to start to do shoulders right at the start of your workout. And so this is my first exercise, shoulders press. Let's go. Let's warm up on my favorite hammer strength piece machine. Okay, let me just get the grip wider. 3. Just a warm up, nothing crazy. Just to get the reps and the execution a little better for the warm up set. Sticking to this like 5 per side. Okay, if you notice that I have the pins there, because on the second working set, I might want to do a rest pause, so I might rest it here, and then try to push it up. I might, but I might not. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. Okay, so first warm up done. Yeah, so mention if you want to bring up your shoulders every push day, like for me, if you're running a push day, you should actually just right at the start at your freshest, do the shoulder press first, because the shoulder press will hit all the delts, the anterior delt, the medial delts, and the rear delts, a little bit of the rear delts. So this is the best exercise to do to hit. This is the exercise that you should do to grow your shoulders, basically. And then, if you want to, you can supplement with with a lateral raise or upright row for the medial delts at the end of your session. Just a little bit, just to give it a little more isolation on the medial delts. Yeah, but this should be the main lift on your push day to grow the shoulders. And the way I like to do it is I like to do it not totally up, not totally upright, a little bit this way, 60 degrees, I think. I think I'm at 60 degrees or 75 degrees. Yeah. Because if you're at here, your movement, if you can see, your movement is kind of like this way, up. You know, if you're in this way up, you'll kind of hit the medial delts better. So if it's kind of like right in front of you, it's only the front delts. So shoulder press, wide 60 degree, push from here up, like this way up. Yeah. This is the best exercise to grow the shoulders. And if you can, I think the machines are quite good. Usually I use the hammer strength machine, but today I feel like using the Swiss machine. The Swiss machine is great too because it's supported and the bar path is kind of guided, so you're very stable and it's very easy to execute a shoulder press on this machine, or use a shoulder press machine in that sense. But of course, if you want it to be fun, by all means do a seated shoulder press, dumbbells. It will look pretty fun, but you got to learn how to stabilize the weight first. So got to start light. If I do it on a dumbbell, it doesn't translate well because I think I hardly do dumbbell shoulder press. When I'm doing dumbbell shoulder press, the heaviest I could go is about 22.5 per side. But this I could go up to about 20 kg per side. Adding the bar, pushing a total of like 50, 60, 90% of my body weight, like about 60 over kg for about 5 reps. So it doesn't really translate well. Because for the dumbbells, when you're using the dumbbells, it's free to move. A lot of your focus and your concentration is actually to stabilize the dumbbells while you're pushing it, which means that it makes it harder to actually push a dumbbell, to go heavy on the dumbbells. But still, you could always go a little lighter and do more reps, kind of thing. So, warm up side number 2. Okay, come. Let me just put it wider. Yeah, and like I mentioned, this way of doing the shoulder press, it hits the clavicle quite nicely also. And as usual, I don't really do like a lying flat chest press or like a seated chest press. Yeah. I usually do an incline, which is quite unorthodox. A lot of them will choose to do the flat bench press or the seated machine where your hands go this way, straight down, this way, instead of going upwards like an incline. I prefer doing an incline because I think that the upper chest is more of my focus. This region is more of the focus, so I want to focus on that area more. Yeah, and the best way is to just kind of like do exercises to hit that area. Yep. Okay, I am 2 working sets, so I'm going to be a little safe here and not push up to 25 kg. The last time I did 25 kg on the same machine, I could do about 5 or 6 reps. This time around I'm going to be a bit safer. I'm going to put 20 per side and push. Hopefully I could get up to about 8 to 10 reps. I should be able to push up to 6 reps before the motion starts to slow down before I am in the effective rep range lah. I mean, just my anticipation, not anticipation, but just my speculation. So anyway, we are going to the working set. Okay, come. So 20. Plates here are a bit different also. They are a bit thicker. So the distribution of the weight is a little more spread out. Yeah. Not an expert in that, but yeah, when the weights are a bit thicker, the distribution of the weights is a bit spread out, which means that it's a little bit harder to push as compared to weights that are a little slimmer, like the Alico ones. Yep. Okay. Alright, come, let's go. So this is working set 1. 10. Hopefully. 10. I grip. Let's go. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this is. If you're watching this, this is. Yeah. Okay, I can't. Yeah. Yep. 10 reps. And I hit failure. Yeah, so been doing this exercise for quite a while already, so in some sense I have a very good sensing on how many reps I can do at a certain rep range. And I'm now at a stage where it's not like 1 or 2 years ago where I could actually push heavier and heavier every time I come to the gym. It's more of, yeah, it's a hard-earned gain now. From now on, yeah, I just want to push it up a little bit. Let me just adjust this bar first. Yeah, so this is raw man. I hit failure. It's true failure. 10 reps and I couldn't lift up anymore. And nothing has been edited. So yeah, that was true failure. Set number 2. And you know what? Since I'm at a Smith machine already, I'm not going to use the machine for my incline. I'm going to just use it on the Smith machine. Yeah. 2 sets. Yeah. There's another 20 kg. I'm going to rest a little more just to make sure that I'm fully recovered before I go for my working set. This feels good. Yeah. This weight is a good weight. It's a good weight. My reps start to slow down only at about five reps. means that if I were to stick to the same incline machine, same weight, and I could push up to 11 reps, I am progressing. I mean, kind of, I'm getting stronger, I'm progressing. So this is progressive overload in its most simplest sense. It's either you get one more rep up, or you add one more, or you increase the weight a little more. Yeah, but now I am, because I've been gymming for about 3 years already, so I can't expect myself to be adding weight every time I come here. So I can switch up my exercises a bit more, but I think that's too much variation already. Variable especially. There's too much variable already. So what I would do is I would just stick to kind of like one exercise and try to kind of try to overload it, progressive overload on that exercise. Adding one rep, adding my 2.5 kg or 1.25 kg every 2 weeks, every 4 weeks. And if you're at the same stage as me, got to be very chill on the process lah. Because it doesn't go so fast really. It will be, if you're doing the same exercises and you are doing it, say for example you're doing this shoulder press on 20 per side, and you have been doing it for a few weeks and it still stays at 11 reps, give it some time for yourself to go to progressive overload. Yes, so this is the first exercise, shoulder press. Yes, I could actually feel the fatigue in some sense. Yeah, it feels like a shock, you see. It feels like you just went through a shock. Like a state of shock. And you're kind of like recovering from it. I think that's what it means when they say that you should reduce fatigue. But actually it doesn't make sense, you see. Because it will go away. But I think it would be at a point where you keep experiencing this shock, and if you do it for 5 sets, I mean after every 5 sets and you feel that shock, you can recover from it, as compared to you getting this shock every 10 sets. For that, I think it's very hard to recover. That's what I would think for fatigue. When they say you shouldn't, it just creates too much fatigue to your nervous system. I think a better word is a shock. There's a shock in your body, and it takes a while for you to overcome that shock. I mean, there are a lot of ways to actually overcome that fatigue or that shock. You can rest a little longer, and you can kind of unwind yourself more before you sleep, so that you can recover better from the fatigue. I think all these plays a part. Can eat well, reduce the stress, like your work stress or your daily life stress kind of thing, and I'm pretty sure you can recover from the shock and the fatigue. So don't be afraid of going to failure. That's the main thing. Don't be too afraid of experiencing that shock, the internal shock. It's normal. You can take it as is, and you have to experience a shock, and your body adapts to it before you will grow stronger and you will grow muscle. So don't shun away from going into absolute failure. Okay, come 20 kg. 10. Okay. Okay. Yep, so that's the 2 working sets on shoulder press. I'm going to switch to incline. And I'm going to set up incline. Yep, so for triceps and for the third exercise, I'm going to be doing tricep dips. Weighted dips actually. Just to hit the... Because when you do dips, you actually hit your chest also and your triceps very well. So that's what I'm going to do for my triceps and my chest. Yeah. Let's bring it up. Okay, moving on. So I was saying, after this, I'm going to do tricep dips for the chest and for the triceps. Yeah. And I'm starting to add in a little more calisthenics or more calisthenics movement, like the dips and the pull-ups into my workout. First because I missed it. I miss doing dips and bodyweight stuff. That's number one. And more importantly, I want to add some movement into my workout routine. Instead of like just sitting there, pushing weights up, targeting what needs to be targeted. I think it's a little more fun to actually be moving around. Close chain and open chain, mixing close chain movement and open chain movement. So like close chain is like bench press, shoulder press. Open chain is more of like tricep dips, push-ups, where you're moving, your body is moving through space. You're not fixed at the point. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. Same thing. Yeah, so I will be changing my back day, completely changing my back day. Instead of doing all the all the machines like chest supported row and lat pull down, I will be doing weighted pull-ups this way for my bicep, and this way for the mid back. Yeah. I want to increase the weight on my weighted chin pull-ups actually. That's one of my goals. Because I feel that it doesn't translate well. On my pull down, on my lat pull down, cable lat pull down, I could actually hit about 90 kg for 80 or 90 kg for like 5 reps. But for my pull up, I felt that it's getting weaker. I couldn't hit. My body weight is about 70, so if I were to strap on another 20 kg on myself, I couldn't do more than 5 reps. I can only do 3 or 4 reps. Yeah. So I felt that I feel weaker, but in that sense, it might be like a placebo effect, but I feel weaker. Like I feel I'm weaker on the exercise, and I will bring it up. And yeah, there's an unexplainable love for chin-ups and pull-ups. Yeah, to me, like pull-ups is like the ultimate exercise that every person should know how to do. And it looks so cool. It absolutely tells you how strong you are. Because if you can't even do bodyweight pull-up and you're hanging on the cliff, you're gonna die. Yeah, so muscle ups, pull-ups, very important. And if you can't, really, please work towards it. It is 20 kg. Let's try this working set. Oh, 8 reps. Good. I think I'm at about 45 degree. Look at the mirror. 45 degree. This is a 45 degree incline. Good. I can feel the pecs firing up already. Yeah, feels really good. Yeah. So a little story on pull-ups and why I absolutely love it. Was I used to be very weak when I was about 20 over years old. Yeah, I couldn't even do a single pull-up. So if you're in Singapore, they usually call such guys zero fighter. Zero meaning people who couldn't do a single pull-up or single chin-up. Yeah, because if you're not in Singapore, when we are ever since, we have this physical test for every primary school or every secondary school kid. It's called a NAPFA test. Basically, in my time, there were 5 exercises that you will need to do to complete and to pass every year. Yeah, so if you can't pass, depending on where you are, which school are you in, they will send you to like physical fitness club, they call it, just to make sure that you can pass your NAPFA test. So when I was in primary school, I was a weak kid, and every year I had to be in that club because I couldn't pass my NAPFA test. So what are the exercises they had? When you're in primary school, you have to do, they call it the Australian pull-up. In Singapore, they call it the incline flex arm hand. So basically, it's the Australian pull-up. If you've seen it, it's like doing this, just nice. And you pull yourself up all the way here, and you hold it for as long as possible with your legs straight. And yeah, with your legs straight. So this is now it's called the Australian pull-up, or they call it the row, the body weight row. Yep. And then you will have to need to run 1.6 kilometer. You need to jump. They call it standing broad jump. You need to stand at a point and lift yourself up, and you need to jump a certain distance. Yeah, it's kind of like a pilo jump, box jump. Just that you don't jump up, you jump away as far as you can. And shuttle run, basically your sprint, and it's 4 times 100. It's 4 times 100? No, not 4 times 100. Or 4 times 50. 4 times 50 meter. Yeah, sprint. And the other one is sit and reach, where you actually sit down and you try to kind of like reach your toes for your mobility. This is if you're in primary school when about 10 to about 12 years old. That's the test you need to pass. When you actually progress to secondary school, your 1.6 km run will become a 2.4 km run. Your chin up will become, your Australian pull-up row, incline flex arm hand will become the pull-up or the chin up. So, and when you are about 13 to 16 years old, the requirement number of chin up that you have to do is, to pass that segment, is I think 2. you need to do 2 chin-up. Yeah, of course now I could wrap out like 7 or 8 without, without any given moment I can wrap out about 7 to 8. But back then I couldn't even do 1. That was how weak I was lah. So when you are at that situation or when you are at that time, at that era, chin up and pull up is like, to be able to do chin up and pull up is something very cool, very admirable, I would say. So that's how how I have that, that love for chin up and pull up, and weighted chin up and weighted pull up. So, yep. So I always believe that if you are strong, if you are strong when you can actually do weighted dips and weighted chin up, weighted pull up. Like you have weights attached to your own body weight while performing all these exercises. It means that you're strong enough to handle your own body weight plus more. Yeah. So I'm going to go back to that, like doing dips and doing weighted chin-ups. Yeah. So more on the topic later. Now working set. Yep. Oh, 9, 8 with 8 was the grind, 9 was the 9 was the one I cheat. I kind of like choke my body a little bit to hit that rep. Yeah. So moving on to third exercise. So the third exercise will be my weighted deep. They don't have like a weight belt here. So I'm just going to use dumbbells instead. Working set 10 kg. I believe my max is 20 kg for 6 or 7 reps. No, maybe 5 or 6 reps. So I'm going to go a little lower because I want to bring up my rep range a little more. With 10 kg, I should be able to hit 80. I should be able to hit 8 reps. I should be able to hit 8 reps. So today is going to be more chest focus and shoulder focus. For my next push day, it will be more arms focus, shoulders and triceps, a little bit of bicep. So for that, other than I'm going to do add in a little more body weight stuff like tricep extension, body weight tricep extension, and chin up. I'm going to do some chin up for that day. And I'm going to start in so that I can practice the movement a little more. It feels really good to do calisthenics, like really good. And yeah. So yeah. It's my incline, 8 reps, and 9 rep, 8 and 9 rep. So I could actually kind of bring it up a little more, maybe 22.5 already. Yeah, for my next section. Yeah, third exercise. Okay, warm-up set, body weight. set body weight. Okay, next will be my working set already. So I already got a 10 kg dumbbell. I'm just going to kind of put it in between my legs. Feeling this part quite nicely. So I'll be doing it more upright. Instead of pushing it now. What I want to do, I want it to hit more of my tricep. I want to hit it more. I want it to hit more of my tricep. So I'm going to do it more upright. And you know what? My second set, I can do it drop set. So I'm going to do 10. I'm going to do 10 kg. First set to failure. Second set to drop set. I'm going to do wrap up with 10 kg until I can't wrap anymore. Drop the weight and continue on body weight until I can't push myself anymore. Clock a bit more reps there. Well, this is my only tricep exercise. Yeah. Then after that, I will move on to upright row. Upright row is just going to be one set, as many reps as possible. So up until I can't lift anymore. I'll rest for a while. I lift up another few more. Rest for a while. Lift up another few more. So I'm going to do it like what's that called? As many reps as possible style, or rest pause style. Just one rep, one set. Working set. Let's go. Okay, 8 reps. Yeah. Lesser than I expected. Okay, I'm going to rest for a while and then I'm going to do the next set. Yeah. So this set will be as many reps as possible. I'll do with 8 kg. I'll do with 10 kg. As many reps as possible. After I will drop 10 kg. I'll pull some more, and then until I feel my body weight already. Then I rest somewhere. I'll do and do maybe like another 2 or 3 more reps. Okay, taking a break. Yeah, so back to the pull-up story. I couldn't do a single pull-up all the way until I started. There was a phase where I was doing some powerlifting kind of thing, and I was working out at this old school gym. We are talking about like gym with no aircon and all the fan and stuff. So back then I was about 26, 27. No, I'm older. About 28 or 29. And I couldn't even do a single chin-up. Oh my. So it was a big moment of realization that I was actually quite weak. So all the way up to COVID time, which was 2020. And everybody's at home. you cannot go to the gym, you can't work out, you can only work out at home. So what happened was, the first home gym equipment I bought were a couple of resistance bands, and back then I could only do like rows, and I kept doing rows for like a good 2 to 3 weeks, like resistance band rows, and for like a good 3 weeks until I managed to purchase a quad bar. And after weeks of doing rows, I could barely pull my own weight over the chin for 1 rep. It was like all I could do, like that 1 rep. And because it's COVID and you have nothing much to do other than like working on your laptop, working at home. So what I did was, every 10 or 15 minutes I would do one chin up. One chin up turned into 2 chin ups. 2 chin ups turn into 3 chin ups, turn into 5 chin ups after 20 at one go. So that would be 5 chin ups, 1 set. And then, yeah. Only managed to do chin ups when I turned like 38 or 39. Come, let's go. Okay, come. Drop. Ooh. Okay, come. Ah. Okay, that's all. Okay, upright row, 35 kg, as many reps as possible. Just going to do a little bit of setup here. Right. Four. Oh. Wow. Okay, come, let me take a break. It's about 20 or 18 clean reps. Let's go. Okay. Alright. So that's the end of the push day today. Yep. And yeah, totally fried. Oh, I can actually feel the soreness on my lateral delts. Okay. Okay, so on track. Physique check. Pump. Yeah, my medial delts is like exploding. It's like gold. Me talking to him is sound like I'm in the echo chamber, but actually I'm just in the shower room. Yeah, great. Upper chest going quite nicely. Okay. Another angle. So yesterday was abs. Abs are getting a little more blocky, more visible, despite my not reading the card. So I'm just going to tilt it a little bit this way. Do back check. So if you like such a video, do like and subscribe. Peace.